Ulrich Fromm, the German psychologist and sociologist, had once said, "Greed is a bottomless pit, which exhausts the person in an endless effort to satisfy the need without ever reaching satisfaction." Greed for money, greed for power, greed for love, the greed for more. People go to any extent to fulfill their greed. Unfortunately, the greedy never realize this. And by the time they do, a lot more is lost. And so, once upon a time, "You are joking," Sam exclaimed in disbelief. Bran laughed and shook his head. "It's true, my friend. I know people who've actually gone for it, and most of them are happy." Sam stood up, clearly contemplating on what Bran had just told him. He grabbed a cold beer can from the fridge and chucked it at Bran, and then unsealed one for himself. "So how does it work?" Sam posed. Bran took a sip of the cold beer. "The company is called Humanistics Incorporation. It is on Columbia Avenue. You get an appointment, and then you meet with a surgeon and a psychiatrist. There are different kinds of packages, if I remember correctly. $100,000 buys you one change, 300,000 buys you 5, and $1 million buys you unlimited changes. Now, once you decide on the package, you discuss the change you want, and voila, it's done." So, the change can be physical, emotional, or even an attitude, whatever one desires? Sam inquired, wide-eyed. "Yep," Bran confirmed, and then glucked the beer and buried his head in his own thoughts, leaving Sam to his thoughts. Later that evening, Sam met Kiara and told her about humanistics. "Only if it appeals to you, Kiara. We have the money. $1 million would buy us the entire package. But you should be happy to do it." Kiara thought a while. She traced the floor with her beautiful red-painted toe. "You don't like the way I am, then?" she asked with a sad smile. "Oh, no, you got it all wrong. It need not be you, it could be me. It can also be the both of us. But that would mean $2 million, and that is fine by me as well." Sam tried to clarify. Kiara said nothing and looked back at her toe and on the floor. "I need some time to think about this," she said finally. Sam nodded approvingly. "Whenever you are ready." It was way past midnight when Kiara called Sam. "Let's do it. But not the both of us. Just me. I would like to do it." Sam grew excited. "Are you sure? I wouldn't like to put any pressure on you." "No pressure," Kiara said lovingly. They had an appointment for 11 in the morning, and both Kiara and Sam arrived together. They were both excited. It was a plush glass office with a view of the city, a pretty blonde maid for the receptionist and the assistant. She had the dull gray colors of humanistics on her. She welcomed them and ushered them into the doctor's lounge. The surgeon and the psychiatrist sat behind a steel and glass table. "So you want to change yourself for your husband?" the surgeon asked with a smile. "Boyfriend," corrected Kiara, and the surgeon nodded acknowledgingly. "We've been having problems lately, but it's clear that we love each other and too much to go our separate ways, so I've decided to change. One of us will have to change and keep this going, and I don't mind being that person," Kiara said with a smile. The doctors made some encouraging sounds and then turned to Sam. "What changes would you like? We see that you have the unlimited changes package. Sam cleared his throat. I love the way she looks, so I don't think we need surgery, but I wish she was more outgoing and, like to party more, socialize. You know what I mean. The psychiatrist nodded and handed Kiara a list of steps she needed to take post her conditioning. The conditioning went splendidly. Sam was overjoyed. They had the life they had so missed. Kiara was happy to see Sam so happy, and the new conditioning was making her go out and meet people. She liked that. Yet, it did not stop there. In a few months, Sam wanted her to be a little more adventurous in the bedroom. A few months later, he wanted her to be less sensitive. She was just too emotional. A year and a half into the program, and he desired her to be less secretive. Kiara played along for 3 years with a patient smile. One evening, she found Sam holding his crystal glass of scotch, deep in thought. "You are still not happy, are you, Sam?" Kiara asked with an easy smile. Sam shook his head. "I don't know what it is. You have become everything I always wanted in a woman. And yet..." Kiara kissed his cheek lovingly. "I knew this day would come. And I wanted to play along just to prove a point to myself and to you." Sam looked at her with a question in his eyes. "You know what the problem with man is, my love?" Kiara spoke in a gentle voice. "You can be everything your man would want, but if one of man's needs is for variety, then it is not possible for one woman to fulfill that need. A woman can only be one woman. I put myself out there to prove to every woman that you can change all you want, but you cannot fulfill the need for variety. I pity you, Sam. It must be hard to live with the want of something different every day and not even know what that different is." Sam stared at her, knowing she was right. "I have my bags packed. Live well, my love." Kiara walked away, tossing the conditioning pills that she had never taken into the dustbin.